Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports Jacksonville.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Rivers taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal.
Rivers pass. Complete.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
First down.
Rivers hands this one to Mack. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The tackle.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
On 3rd down, Rivers. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 26. A first carry now for Thompson. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
Number 34 on the
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Rodrigo Blanco.
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Yes.
Ball ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Keelan Cole now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. First carry for Raquel Armstead. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Colts leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Intercepted. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Rivers.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
For Indianapolis.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And here again comes Gardner Minshew. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. This will be stopped about...
She-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Well, it's time to turn the page to a new era in Indianapolis as the Colts are led out for the first time by their new quarterback, the veteran Philip Rivers.
Philip Rivers exchanging one shade of blue for another. How about 16 seasons with the Chargers? Totally identified with that franchise. Now we get to find out just how much life is left in that 38-year-old arm. And with the Colts, I think they'll have a great chance to establish a running game and throw the ball downfield.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Rivers now. He completes this one to Mack. He chucks him aside.
Thumped him.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Good catch there by Jack Doyle. He went to the Pro Bowl in 2019, but now has a new quarterback in Philip Rivers, and he wants to be the Antonio Gates that Philip Rivers threw to with the Chargers.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. The 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Kendall Fuller.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. At their own second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. 9 yards. Middle of the field to the tight end Doyle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
23 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Miles Jack. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now another drive coming for Phillip Rivers and the Colts. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
And a sack there by Josh Allen. And sometimes we have to draw the distinction. Is it the Buffalo quarterback? Or is it the Jacksonville sack artist, as we just saw there? Former first-round pick. Huge impact in his rookie year in 2019. 10.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles.
After the sack on first down, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Complete to Marlon Mack.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And Pascal's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Miles Jack coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
A loss of 6 yards.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here. as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Colts nothing.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Westbrook now on the return. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll go play action here with Minshew. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end.
Minshew's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Severian Jenkins.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
And 4 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run with a man signed away from Washington. It's Chris Thompson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st down, again, they go with Armstead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville at a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Off play action, it's Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted by the Colts.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
The Colt ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To Jack Doyle.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Rivers on the money, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to number 13.
T.Y. Hilton, 31 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. We remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
First and 10.
So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Josh Morrow. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Grabbed there by Zach Pascal. He's one of those guys that often people forget are even on the roster, but when you look up at...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Josh Allen getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
14.
So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Minshew's pass.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
First down, Indianapolis.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. From the gun, Rivers finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Campbell making the catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Mack, draw play. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers, left side, Doyle with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Rivers on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing again, Rivers. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Josh Allen, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
They run it with Armstead. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. On a jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. 2nd and 6 from the 10.
2nd and 6 at the Colts 10-yard line.
Here's Minshew. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there. When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now a toss to Armstead, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Rivers. And that is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. Well, the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best play.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Rivers pass.
Paris Campbell, 67 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Minshew sets to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
70, Indy. Go.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. Connection made with Shenault. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. Down right around the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll give it back to Armstead. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, they go with Armstead. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Armstead on the carry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. A run here with Armstead. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 3rd down, it's Armstead. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that,